to design the doubly reinforced section when mu is greater than mu limiting, that is your bending moment is greater than your moment carrying capacity of the section or moment of resistance. In that case, we always go for the doubly reinforced sections. So in the doubly reinforced sections also, we have to see that xu is less than xu max, or xu is greater than xu max, or xu is equal to xu max. Depending upon that, we classify them as a under reinforced, balance and over reinforced sections, depending upon which ultimately we calculate the value of mu. So you already know that what is under reinforced, what is balance section, and what is over reinforced section, that we have already seen in the previous lectures while designing the singly reinforced sections. Okay, so I will not go much more into the detail of this, but now we will go for the numericals for today. So now today we will start with the numericals. So I will write down the first problem. You also write down the problem with me, and then we will solve the problem. Then we will see how to solve the problem. Okay. So the problem number 1. So a doubly reinforced beam. Okay, so I first of all I write down the problem, you copy down with me, and then we will discuss on this. So now this is the given problem. So I will read the problem for your understanding. A doubly reinforced beam 250 mm wide and 450 mm deep to the center of tensile reinforcement. It is reinforced with 2 bars of 16 mm diameter in the compression zone at an effective cover of 50 mm and 4 bars of 25 mm diameter as a tensile steel. So compression steel is also given to you. So AST is given to you 2 bars of 16 mm diameter, and total AST is given to you 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. Using M20 and Fe250 steel, so FCK is given, Fy is given. Calculate the ultimate moment of resistance of the beam. So now we need to calculate the ultimate moment of resistance of the beam. So for that, now we want to calculate the mu. Now to calculate the mu, first see what is the ultimate moment of resistance. Ultimate moment of resistance is nothing but mu. Okay, ultimate moment of resistance, that is mu we want to calculate. So to calculate that, what we need to do, we have to check whether that our section is under reinforced section, over reinforced section, whatever it may be. To calculate to check that, we need the value of xu and xu max. To calculate the value of xu and xu max, we need to solve the problem for the total compressive forces and total tensile forces. We need to evaluate those values, and after finally doing all these things, we will get the answer. Okay, now how to do it, we will see step by step. So for your understanding, now here the word you should carefully seen here. The reinforcement beam, a doubly reinforced beam 250 mm wide, so B is given to you, and 450 mm deep to the center of tensile reinforcement. So this depth of 450 mm is given up to the center of tensile reinforcement. This is not a overall depth, this is your effective depth. This depth is given up to the center of tensile reinforcement. Means if I show you by drawing the diagram, okay, so if I draw the diagram here, so suppose this is a beam, okay, so now here this dimension here, it is 250 mm wide. Now about this dimension, here you can see the, suppose the steel is provided, tensile steel is provided here. Here the tensile steel is provided. Okay, these are the 4 bars. These are the 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. These are nothing but 4 bars of 25 mm diameter, which is given in the problem. Okay, so the depth given, what they have mentioned in the depth, it is 450 mm deep to the center of tensile reinforcement. This is the most important sentence. To the center of tensile reinforcement. So to the center of tensile reinforcement means what? We have to measure this. Okay. So from this point at the topmost point to here somewhere. Okay. So this is nothing but the distance from the center of tensile reinforcement. If I extend this, so this is the center, and here from this point it is measured. So this depth it is given as 450 mm. This depth is 450 mm. Okay, I hope you understood this. So this is the meaning of 450 mm deep to the center of tensile reinforcement. So this is your tensile reinforcement, and the reinforcement which you will provide at the top, that is your compressive reinforcement. So at the top they have told you 2 bars of 16 mm diameter. So at the top, if you show the bars, I will show here. These are my 2 bars. These are the 2 bars. Okay, and these bars of what is the dimension given? So these are the 2 bars of 16 mm diameter. Okay, so these are the 2 bars of 16 mm diameter. And what they have told you ahead, in the 16 mm diameter in compression zone at an effective cover of 50 mm. So the effective cover is given as 50 mm. Where the effective cover given? In the compression zone. So this is your compression zone. So effective cover means what? The distance of the extreme fiber from center of the bar. Now this is the center line of the bar. This is the center line. Okay. So I will extend this line. This is the center line. And from the top, this is your cover. Okay. And this value we give the notation as G dash, effective cover in compression zone, and this is given to you as 50 mm. This is given to you as 50 mm. And the additional information is M20 is the grade of concrete and Fe250 is the grade of steel. So this much information is given to you right now. And now we want to calculate what is the ultimate moment of resistance. That we need to calculate the ultimate moment. Okay, so this is the given problem. Now we will start the problem to solve. So first of all, we will calculate what is the area in compression zone, area of steel in compression zone, what is the area of steel in tension zone. Okay. So I will write the given data first. What is given? So instead of writing the given data, I have shown already in the figure what is given and what to calculate. So instead of that, we will directly start the problem. Okay, so here I will calculate the total area of steel in compression zone, ASC, area of steel in compression zone. Now in compression zone, how many bars are provided? 2 bars of 16 mm diameter. So I will calculate this area, 2 into, what is area? Area of single bar, pi by 4 into 16 square. So what is the answer? Area of steel in compression zone, answer काय आलं?
402.12.
Okay, 402.12 mm square. This is the area in compression zone. Now calculate the area of steel in tension zone. So AST, this is total AST because this is doubly reinforced section. So these are 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. So 4 into, it is pi by 4 into 20 square. Sorry, 25. 25 square. It is 25 square. What is the answer? What is the answer?
1963.
Huh.
949.
0.49. 1963.49 mm square. You simultaneously write down all these things with me. Okay? And you can also take the screenshot because every time we need to erase the board. So now AST is equal to, we got this value. Okay. Now calculate So these values we have calculated from the given data. Now calculate the XU max. What is the value of XU max? Calculate the XU max. How to calculate it? XU max. So see the grade of steel given to you. Grade of steel is 250. Open your IS code, go to page number 70 and see the XU max by D ratio for Fe250. Okay, so XU max by D is equal to what? It is 0.53. Okay, for Fe250. For Fe250 grade of cement, XU max by D ratio is 0.53. So now you know the value of D. This 450 is nothing but this is your effective depth. Okay, and your total depth will be from this point to the last point. So this is nothing but your effective depth. So from this you can calculate the value of XU max. Okay, so have you finished up to this point? So I will erase this. Have you written? So XU max by D is equal to 0.53. Is it over up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will calculate the value of XU max. Just put the value of D and get the value of XU max and let me know the value of XU max. What is the value? So if you put the value, then XU max is equal to 0.53 into 450. What is the answer? Answer is, see, I don't have the answer.
238.5.
238.5. Okay. I don't have the answers of these numericals. You have to tell me the answers. These are the unsolved problems. These types of problems are asked in the exam. I have taken directly these problems to solve in the class in this our lecture. Okay. So you have to calculate the values on the calculator and you should tell me the answers. So XU max is 238.5. Okay. Now we will assume the balance section. Okay. So we don't know it is what type of section it is. So initially we will assume balance section. Okay. Assume balance section. Now if we assume the balance section, so now we can equate the value. Total compressive force must be equal to the total tensile force. Also we can say that total Cu1 is equal to total Tu1 or Cu2 is equal to Tu2. So I will equate here Cu2 is equal to Tu2. Okay. So Cu2 is equal to Tu2. So what is the formula for Cu2? Yesterday we have seen that FSC, that is stress in steel in compression zone, minus 0.446 FCK into ASC, which must be equal to Tu2 is 0.87 Fy AST2. So this is the value of Tu2. Now just put the values, calculate the value of FSC first, then put here the value of FSC. FCK is already known to you. ASC is also we have already calculated. You know the value of Fy. You also know the value of AST2. The value is not known to us. So from this we will get the value of AST2. Calculate this value AST2. Do the calculation. Calculate now. What is the answer? FSC ची व्हॅल्यू कशी काढायची सांगितलं तुम्हाला मी काल. हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ FSC नाउ. सी द ग्रेड ऑफ स्टील. Fe250 is given. So when the Fe250 is given, we are having direct formula to calculate the value of FSC. What is that formula? So FSC is equal to 0.87 Fy is the formula when grade of steel is 250. Okay, because yesterday I have explained you through the graphs why the value is same for 250 and why it is changing for Fe415 and 21 Fe500. Okay, so we need to calculate the value of FSC now. So I will clear all. So shall I clear all the things which whatever written on the board? So I will write the next step. तुम्ही लिहून घेतलंय काय सगळं जे काही दिसतंय इथं बोर्ड वरती ते सो पुढचं आपण घेऊ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now FSC is equal to, it is 0.87 into Fy, which is equal to 0.87 into Fy is what is value 250. So let me know the answer.
$217.5.
Correct answer. What is the answer? Okay, 217.5 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is FSC. Now put the value so that we will get the answer. So what was Cu2? That is FSC 217.5 minus, it is 0.446 FCK. The value of FCK is 20 into ASC. ASC, what was the value of ASC? ASC, it is 402 point something, I think 12, right, which is equal to, कुठली व्हॅल्यू चुकली तर मला लगेच सांगा, which is equal to 0.87 into Fy is 250 into AST2. Okay, so if you reshuffle the terms, you will get the value of AST2. What is the value? AST2 so 385.62 mm square. Is it the right answer? Others please do reply. Is it the right answer? AST2 382.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the value of AST2. Now see, we are having total value of AST. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे डब्ल्यू रिन्फोर्स सेक्शनचा टोटल AST आहे. टोटल टेन्शन झोन मध्ये किती स्टील प्रोव्हाइड केले आपण? 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. Okay, out of that now we have calculated the value of AST2. So for the additional section, what the tension reinforcement we have provided. So from this we can also calculate the value for AST1. Okay, so I can write here, we know that total area of steel AST, it must be equal to AST1 plus AST2. I have explained this to you yesterday only. AST1 plus AST2. So what is our total area of steel? So total area of steel is 1963.49, which is equal to AST1 we need to calculate, so it is as it is, plus AST2 is 385.62. So if you do the calculation, you will get the value of AST1. Let me know the answer. So what is the value of AST1? Just you need to subtract the value.
1577.
1577. 1577 point
87.
0.87.
87 mm.
87.
Okay. So 1577.87 mm square is the AST1. Now we are having the value of AST2. We are having, this is the value of AST2. We are also having the value of AST1 with us now. AST1 value. And we also know the total AST. Okay. So next we need to calculate the value of XU. We are having the value of XU max. So we will calculate the value of XU now. So to calculate the value of XU, now we are equating CU1 is equal to TU1. Okay, so in the CU1 and TU1 equation, AST1 comes. So first of all, we have calculated the value of AST1. So that from that equation, we will get the value of XU. So लिहून झालं का बोर्डवरचं? Shall I clear? Okay. So further now, we will equate. So switch off your mics only when I ask you the questions. Only at that time you switch on your mic and give the answer, and again switch off your mic. So now equate CU1 is equal to TU1. Now if I equate CU1 and TU1, what is the formula for CU1? So the formula for CU1 is 0.36 FCK, 0.36 FCK B into XU. This is the formula for CU1. What is the formula for TU1? 0.87 FY into AST1. This is the formula for TU1. So in this formula now we know all the values except this XU. So from this we can calculate the value of XU. Okay. मग आता तुम्हाला कळलं का AST1 ची व्हॅल्यू आपण का काढून घेतली? जर ही व्हॅल्यू काढायच्या आधी if before finding out the value of AST1, if we equate CU1 and TU1, then we will get two unknowns, that is XU and AST1. So we will not get anything out of this equation. So first of all, what we have done, we equate CU2 equal to TU2. From that we got the value of AST2, and from the value of AST2 we subtract that value from total area of steel, that is AST, and we calculate the value of AST1. Now again we equate CU1 is equal to TU1. So in this equation we are going to put the value of AST1 which we have calculated before, and from this we will get the value of XU. And after getting the value of XU, we will compare this XU value with our earlier value of XU max. And from that we will decide which formula is to be used to calculate the ultimate moment. Okay. So now here we will write 0.36, FCK is 20, B is 250, XU is as it is, which is equal to 0.87 into FY, sorry, it is not 415, it is 250. So it is 250 into AST1. किती आलं होतं AST1? 1577, I think so. 1577.87 काहीतरी. So from this you will get the value of XU. What is the value of XU? So 190.65 is the value of XU. Please check the answer. Let me know it is right or wrong. Anybody can reply me on the mic. It is right or wrong? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have got the value of XU. We already know the value of XU max. XU max किती काढलं होतं आपण? 238.5. So who is greater now? Now compare the value of XU and XU max. So I can write here who is greater. So here XU is less than XU max. So if XU is less than XU max, which type of section is it is? It is under reinforced section. So this is under reinforced section. So this section is under reinforced section. So now from this we can calculate which formula we are going to use now. So here now to calculate the MU, if the section is under-enforced, we are going to use the formula TU into Z. Okay, TU into Z. But as it is a doubly reinforced section, this is not singly reinforced section. So you will get two terms. Okay, TU1, TU2, ZU1, ZU2. So your MU will be, MU is equal to, what is the formula? So TU1 into ZU1 plus it is TU2 into ZU2. So this is the formula. So now just you have to elaborate the formula and just put the values. Is it over? Now, okay. So the next I will write here mu is equal to, so it is TU1. So TU1 is nothing but 0.87 Fy AST1. This is the value of TU1 into lever arm. Lever arm is ZU1. So this is D minus 0.42 XU. This is your first bracket plus in the second bracket it is TU2 into Z2. So what is the value of TU2? 0.87 Fy AST2 multiplied by D minus D dash. This is the lever arm. So here you need to put the values. Therefore, mu is equal to. So put all the values and let me know the answer. If you put all the values, what answer you will get? So I am writing here all the values. Okay. This is for first bracket plus 0.87 into Fy is 250 into AST2, it is 385 something. Okay. Into D minus D dash. So our D is 450 and D dash is the 50 cover in the compression zone. So if you solve this, you will get the value of mu. Let me know the answer. What is the answer? You are taking too much time.
160.5.
160.5. Okay. So 160.5 kilonewton meter. So this is our answer. Okay. 160.5 kilonewton meter. This is the answer. This is the value of mu what we have calculated. So write it down. So here what we have done, we have calculated the value of what is the total area of steel in compression zone, ASC. Then we have calculated the value AST. Then after that, IAST means what? Total area of steel in tension zone. After that, we have calculated the value of XU max from the ratio XU max by D ratio for different grades of steels, which is given on page number 70 in the IS code. After the calculation of XU max, we have calculated the value of AST2. Okay, so to calculate the value of AST2, we equate CU2 is equal to TU2. So total compressive forces in additional section, which must be equal to the total tensile forces in additional section for the condition of equilibrium. If we assume the balance condition of the balance section. So CU2 is equal to TU2. From that we got the value of AST2. After the calculation of AST2, we calculate the value of AST1. So AST1 is calculated as total area of steel is nothing but it is equal to AST is equal to AST1 plus AST2. So we subtract the value of AST2 from total area of steel so that we get the value of AST1. After the calculation of AST1, we equate now CU1 is equal to TU1. So after that, we got the value of XU. So when we get the value of XU, we compare the value of XU and XU max to see whether the section is underinforced, overinforced or balanced section. So after the comparison, if your XU is less than XU max, then your section is underinforced. And if your XU is greater than XU max, then it is overinforced. And if both the values are same, then it is balanced section. So after comparison, we came to know that our section is the underinforced section. So if the section is underinforced, to calculate the ultimate moment, your formula is TU into Z. That we have already studied in the design of singly reinforced section. So your MU formula becomes TU into Z. But here in the doubly reinforced section, calculation of this, what we can say, after the calculation of XU comparison of XU and XU max, we will come to know that under reinforced section, then MU is equal to TU into Z. Then but the doubly reinforced section is made up of two sections, that is singly reinforced section plus additional section. So in TU is getting divided into two components. First TU1 is for singly reinforced section and TU2 for additional section. So the formula changes to TU1 into ZU1, where ZU1 is the lever arm for the singly reinforced section, and TU2 into ZU2, where ZU2 is the lever arm for additional section. Now if we put their values, then we will get the answer. Okay. So if we put their values, then we will get the answer. So in this way, finally we got MU is equal to 160.5 kilonewton meter. This is the answer. So these are the steps what we have done to calculate the MU. But in examination, instead of FY 250, they can ask you the same problem for FE 415 or FE 500. Okay. So in that case, you are not able to get the value of FSC directly. That is the stress in steel in compression zone. FSC value you will not get directly. Likewise, in this problem now, we got the value of FSC directly as 0.87 FY because the grade of concrete was 250. But if the grade of concrete is not 250, it is now suppose 415 or 500. Now in that case, you will not get directly the value of FSC, that is stress in steel in compression zone. So first of all, you need to calculate what is the strain in compression zone. Okay, first we need to calculate the strain in compression zone. After the calculation of strain, what the values I had given you yesterday in the tabular form, from that table we need to evaluate the value of FSC. So we will take that type of one problem. So now write down the problem with me again. So problem number second. So here the next problem is a doubly reinforced beam. Okay, I will write the problem, you copy down it, and then we will read the problem. झाल्यावर सांगा लिहून. So we will start solving it. Once your writing is finished, let me know. So we will start this problem.
Over, sir.
Over. Okay. So now see what is the problem given. First we will read the problem. A doubly reinforced beam 300 mm by 500 mm. So they have given you the dimensions 300 mm by 500 mm. It is provided with 2 bars of 12 mm diameter as a compression steel and 4 bars of 25 mm diameter as a tension steel. This reinforcement is provided with effective cover of 40 mm. Determine MU if M20 grade and Fe415 steel is used. So here if you observe, they have given you the dimensions 300 mm by 500 mm. and they have not specified anything that this depth is effective depth or this depth is up to the tensile reinforcement. Nothing is specified over here. So you should consider this depth as the overall depth, as this is the size is given 300 mm by 500 mm. Unless and until in the problem it is mentioned that this depth is overall the effective depth or something is given in that regard, then only you should take this depth as a effective depth. Otherwise you should take this depth as a overall depth always. So compression reinforcement is 2 bars of 12 mm diameter. You can imagine that above the neutral axis 2 bars are placed which are of 12 mm diameter. Then imagine that below the neutral axis 4 bars are placed of 25 mm diameter. Okay, so you can overview that section. Rectangular section is there. Horizontal dimension is 300. Overall total vertical dimension depth is 500. Above the neutral axis 2 bars of 12 mm diameter. Below the neutral axis 4 bars of 25 mm diameter as a tension reinforcement. Now this reinforcement is provided with effective cover of 40 mm. Now see here what they have given. This reinforcement is provided with effective cover of 40 mm. So they have not specified that where this effective cover is given, in the tension zone or in compression zone. Okay. So now if they have not provided where this effective cover is given, we have assumed this effective cover on both the zone, for both the zones. We will assume that. So we will assume that in the compression zone the effective cover is 40 mm, as well as in the tension zone we will assume the same effective cover. You can assume anything. Instead of 40 in the tension zone you can assume 30 mm. There is no problem. But whatever you are assuming you have to mention it clearly. Okay. So as 40 mm is given, I will assume 40 mm at both the zones, compression zone as well as in tension zone. To determine the MU, we need to calculate the value of MU. M20 grade FCK is given and FY415 is given. Okay. So now first of all, what we will do, we will calculate the value of what is the total area of steel in compression zone, what is the total area of steel in tension zone. So I hope now you are able to imagine the diagram. I will not going to draw the diagram once again. Okay, same section is there like the previous problem, just the bar diameters are changed. So now here I will start solving the problem. So first of all we need to calculate what is the area of compression reinforcement, ASC. So 2 bars are provided of 12 mm diameter. So 2 into pi by 4 into 12 square. What is the answer? What is the answer? Fast.
0.19.
Okay. So 226.19 mm square. This is the area. Others, please do check the answers. Now this is the area of steel in compression zone. Calculate the total area of steel in tension zone. So in tension zone, 4 bars of 25 mm diameter are given. So 4 into pi by 4 into 25 square. So if you do this, what is the answer? In the last problem we have done this now. What is the answer?
1963.49.
Okay, 1963.49. Okay, 49 mm. So this is the area of steel in compression. This is the area of steel in tension. Okay. Now after this we will calculate the value of AST2. Or you can also calculate the value of XU max first. Okay. So what do you want to calculate? Shall we calculate the value of XU max first? In the last problem after this we have calculated the value of XU max. So we will follow the same pattern. So calculate the value of XU max. So XU max by D ratio. It is 0.48. Am I right? For Fe415. Okay. So now XU max by D. So here we should take the effective depth. In the problem, overall depth is given. So for that, what I will do here, I will write assume 40 mm effective cover in tension as well as in compression zone. In compression zone. Okay, so if I assume the 40 mm cover, now capital D is equal to what? It is 500 mm overall depth. Therefore, small d is equal to 500 minus 40, so it will become 460 mm. So just put the value over here and calculate the value of XU max. XU max is equal to
220.8.
220.8. So this is the value of XU max. Now after the calculation of XU max, now we will calculate AST2. Okay, the area of steel in tension zone for additional section, that we will calculate now. So I will clear this all. Is it over up to this step? So that I will clear all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will calculate AST2. So for that, equate Cu2 is equal to Tu2. We are considering the equilibrium. Cu2 is equal to Tu2. So what is Cu2? It is FSC minus 0.446 FCK into ASC, which is equal to 0.87 Fy AST2. So now if you observe the equation carefully, we don't know the value of FSC and we don't know the value of AST2. So to calculate the value of FSC now, we should see the grade of steel. So what is the grade of steel given to you? It is not 250, so we cannot get the direct value of this. So to calculate FSC, first calculate the strain. So I will write here strain in steel in compression zone. In compression zone. Okay, so this strain, it is epsilon SC. So epsilon SC is equal to strain is equal to, what is the formula? 0.0035 bracket, what is the formula? 1 minus d dash upon XU max. 1 minus d dash upon XU max. This is the formula. If you want to check, you can check this formula in the IS code, it is given. Okay. I have already yesterday told you page number and all those things, so I will not go into the detail again. So on page number 96 this formula is given. So we are going to use this formula to calculate the value of epsilon SC. So see here, epsilon SC is equal to 0.0035 into, what is the value of d dash? D dash is 40. What is the value of XU max? What we have calculated? It is 220.8. Am I right? What is the value of XU max? 220.8 is the correct answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is the strain then? You solve this and calculate the value of strain.
Sir, 1 minus d dash by q max.
Sorry, 1 minus राहिलं का? Correct. So I have forgot to write 1 minus. Here 1 minus. Now you solve this and let me know the answer. What is the value of strain in steel in compression zone? What is the answer? Do it unless and until you tell me the answer. I don't know the answers.
2.86 into 10 raised to minus 3.
2.86 into 10 raised to minus 3. So instead of 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, I can write 0. Minus 3 is there, no? So 0.002.86. So 286. Okay. So this is the strain. Okay. Now from this strain, we need to calculate. Now we got the value of this strain. From this strain, now we need to calculate what is the value of stress. So now to calculate that, I will rub this. So now here you write down to calculate value of FSC for Fe415. Okay, 415. So here how to calculate that value? So we know that we are having the table. Okay, from given table. In exam, there that value is provided to you. Okay, so you should not worry. Those values will be provided to you. So FSC is 352, correct, answer is correct. But those how to calculate, see here. So epsilon SC and FSC. This table is with us. This table is with us. So now what is given? So we will see this value where it is come in between. Which two strains? So here if I see for Fe415, the strain is 0.00276 and 0.00380. So this value comes in between these two values, and for 0. It is the stress is 351.80, and for the strain 0.00380 the stress is 360.90. So now you need to do the interpolation because we want the value for strain 0.00286. या दोघांच्या मध्ये असणार आहे. If you do the interpolation, you will get the value. Interpolation करा, value सांगा. So the answer is 352.67. I think so. Check it now. I also solved on calculator. You check the answer.
Yes, sir.
Answer is correct. Okay, so first answer, who has given the answer, that answer is correct. 352. Okay, so that answer is correct. Now after this, calculate now AST2. Now put this value of FSC in our earlier equation, that is Cu2 equal to Tu2, and calculate the value. So this is the value of FSC. लिहून झालं का? This is the value of FSC. So I will clear it now.
Yes, sir.
So now equate these values. Here it is Cu2, so FSC. So once we have written the formula now, so we will directly put the values. Unnecessarily why to increase the step. So here point Cu2 is nothing but it is FSC. FSC, what is the value of FSC? 352. 352.67 minus 0.446 into what? FCK, no? 0.446 FCK into ASC. What was the value of ASC? We have already calculated the value of ASC. So what was the value? ASC is equal to 226.19, which is equal to 0.87 into FY. FY is 415 into 0.87 FY to AST2. If you solve, you will get the answer for AST2. Trial answer सांगा की
215.35.
So the answer is 215.35 mm square. So now calculate AST1. Total area of street is known to us. So we know that AST is equal to AST1 plus AST2. Therefore, AST1 is equal to, so total minus AST2. So 1963.49 minus 215.35. So we will get the value of this AST1. So fast solve kara. Let me know the answers. You are taking too much time for the small calculation.
1748.14.
1748. Sorry. So it is 1748.13 म्हणलात ना?
14.
14 mm square. So this is the value of AST1. Now similar to earlier problem, now equate CU1 equal to TU1. Now equate CU1 is equal to TU1. Now if you equate CU1 and TU1, what you will get? 0.36 FCK D into XU must be equal to 0.87 FY AST1. Just put the values, you will get the value of XU. 0.36 FCK is 20 into B is how much? 250 into XU, which is equal to, और 300. B 250 का 300 है.
300.
Okay. So 300.87 FY 415 into AST1. AST1 किती काढलो होता आपण? 1743.14. I should not write here. So if you solve this, you will get the value of XU. What is the answer? 292.9 mm. I have got this value on the calculator after solving. Are you getting the same value? XU. Is it right answer? Fast. सांगा लवकर. बरोबर आहे का? The answer XU 292.9. Is it the right answer? Have you checked?
Yes.
Okay. So now compare the values of XU and XU max. So here you will observe your XU is greater than XU max. So your section is over reinforced section. Your section is over reinforced section. Okay. So we generally avoid to design the over reinforced sections. Generally we avoid to design over reinforced sections. over reinforced sections. Okay. So therefore, assuming the given section as balanced section. Therefore, assuming given section as balanced section. Okay. Now, if the balanced section is there, then what is the formula to calculate mu? If the balanced section is there, how to calculate the mu? So I can calculate it as mu is equal to when under-enforced section is there, your formula is tu into z. When balance or enforced section is there, we go for the formula cu into z. So the mu is equal to, if you extend this formula, what you will get? You will get cu1 into zu1 plus cu2 into zu2. So therefore, mu is equal to cu1. So what is cu1? You already know, 136 FCK B into XU. What is ZU1? D minus 0.42 XU plus Cu2. What is the value of Cu2? It is FSC minus 0.446 FCK into ASC. Okay. Into ZU2 is D minus D dash. It is D minus D dash. So now if you put all the values in the equation, you will get the answer. So mu is equal to, what are the values? 0.36 as it is, FCK 20, B is 300 into XU. So here you should take XU max. Okay, because we are assuming balance section, so here we will take XU max because XU is far more greater. So XU max, what was the value of XU max? 20.8 into depth D. What was the depth? It is 460 minus 0.42 into 220.8. This is first bracket complete over here, plus second bracket FSC. FSC is 352.67 minus 0.446 into 20 into ASC. What was the area of steel? ASC is ASC ची व्हॅल्यू किती होती? कॉम्प्रेशन झोन मध्ये किती बार होते? सुरुवातीलाच काढली वाटते की आपण ASC ची व्हॅल्यू 226.19 6.19 into D minus D dash. So D is 460 minus D dash is again 40. So solve this bracket now, all the quantities, and let me know the value of mu, final answer. What is the answer? So I think this is the answer. You check the answer, it is whether it is correct or wrong.
Correct. Yes, sir, correct.
Correct, hai na? Okay. So in this way we have solved the problem. Now we have seen today two problems. Both are the doubly reinforced section problems. Both the problems are asked in the examination. Okay. So what is the difference between these two problems? Only the grade of steel. That value doesn't matter. Means 12 mm bar diameter, 16 mm diameter. Leave that aside. Those are simple variations. But what is the basic difference? In first problem your grade is Fe250. In second problem the grade is Fe415. So in first problem you directly get the value of FSC 0.8785, but in second problem for 415 and 500 grade you need to calculate the strain in steel in compression zone, and from the strain by doing the interpolation you got the value of stress in steel in compression zone. Okay, other steps are same. This formula for MU, this already we have seen in the singly reinforced section, when to use CU into Z and when to use TU into Z. So that the things we have done in these two numericals. So in the next lecture probably we will take one design problem, okay, and after that we will switch on to the next unit. Okay, so with this now, so we will stop here. So see you in the next lecture.